wheel them and we turn them and we rock them and we sound them and we tempo them and last the rhythm sweet.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Rhythm Suite. I'm your host Felicia Renee, and today we'll be touring the best spots in Ocho Rios. Welcome back guys, we're sitting here with Greg Connell, who is the founder of Reggae Tours. So let's tell us about Reggae Tours.
Reggae Tours is the premier transportation company here in Jamaica. We pride ourselves on offering an exclusive private transportation services to our visitors and locals alike. It started when I was at the airport and we would see the long lines as guests wait on other guests to board the bus. It was then that I got the idea to provide an exclusive private transfer to clients who are arriving at the airport.
What makes Reggae Tours stand out above the rest?
So what makes us stand out, firstly, is we offer a private service. You don't have to come to the airport and wait on anyone else. Once you clear immigration and customs, you meet our representative, because we are located directly inside the airport, and you meet our representative on arrival. You're escorted immediately to your waiting transport. Isn't that awesome?
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So within minutes, you're on the beach.
So the tours I recognize, because today we'll be going to many different spots in Ocho Rios, right?
Yes.
Why did you choose Ocho Rios first of all?
Ocho Rios is perhaps the only place in Jamaica that you have so many activities, you know, and a different variety of activities for locals and tourists alike. Of course, we have the Island Gully Falls, which offers the blue hole experience, where you can go and jump in the clear river water. These areas are untouched, they are undeveloped, they are not commercialized. Of course, we have Mystic Mountain, which features the bobsled. You know, of course, you know the movie, Cool Runnings. So we have our famous bobsled ride right here in Ocho Rios. We have river tubing, we have horseback riding, you name it. We have it right here in Ocho Rios.
What would you say is your motivation for opening or starting the Reggae Tours?
I've always been in tourism. I think the motivation comes from being able to meet people, be almost like a world citizen without actually leaving Jamaica. You know, and I think that's awesome because you get to meet different people of different countries, and while talking to them, they tell you about how they live, you know, what they eat, what they do. They tell you about their children, their school system, and then they ask you about yours in trying to compare the two. I've been so fortunate that I've met persons from all over the world. It's almost like a gift given to just meet people and just to learn about them and make friends, lifetime friends. I have to really big up my team, you know. I sometimes get the question, where you get them people you're from?
Right.
You know, where you find them from? If I may pat myself on the shoulder, you know, you see me, so people have been attracted to it, people have to come to me, what you mean? You know? Reggae Tours have been blessed with a wonderful staff. We are just blessed with people who have the same passion that I do, of meeting people, want to just show off their country. I love Jamaica.
What I noticed this morning, even driving with Glenn, it wasn't just a, yes man, and now we're driving through, it was a history lesson even, you know.
Yes.
Do you teach your drivers what to say? Or is it something that comes naturally?
You have to teach them what to say. It is something that comes naturally to them. Each driver will give you a different experience. So you may find a driver that grew up in the country, so he knows the different bushes, the different plants that you can use for the different ailments and so forth. One driver may not be able to actually tell you about the plant, but another will. Then you have another driver who his favorite thing is sports. You know, so him tell about the Manchester United and he tell you about the Chicago Red Bulls, and you know, then you met someone who is maybe a fan of Manchester, a fan of Chelsea, and there you go.
Right.
You know, it comes natural, but also in our meeting, in our training sessions, we emphasize the fact that do your research, you know, keep abreast of what's going on, and so you can be able to interact with your guests even more and be more informed.
So we're at Scotchies restaurant. Now why did you choose Scotchies?
Man, Scotchies, there's no trip to Ocho Rios is complete without coming to Scotchies.
Why?
Jamaica is famous for jerk chicken. It all started in Portland from the Arawak days where they would catch the wild boar and jerk it. The taste that we have here for the jerk chicken at Scotchies is the best in Jamaica. And not only do you get the jerk chicken, you get the jerk pork, which is awesome, and I can guarantee you can't find it anywhere as delicious on the island at Scotchies. I'm telling you that.
So then how would you say that your Jamaican roots have influenced reggae tours?
Oh, most definitely. We grew up in Spanish Town. My father was actually a fisherman. Though we didn't have much, we were a closely knit family. That's part of reggae tours. We are a closely knit family, and because of my roots, that influences reggae tours in terms of the staff. I think my upbringing closely with my family, we are doing the same thing with reggae tours and making everybody happy. Whatever comes into reggae tours, it goes back to the staff, and they are happy, and they ended up transferring that sort of happiness over to our customers.
So then when people come and they experience reggae tours, what do you want them to walk away with?
I really want them to walk away with something from Jamaica, something that is authentic. Whether it's the driver, its personality, whether it's an experience of maybe going to Duns River Falls or Island Gully Falls and just experience the beauty, or whether to come here and just go on the bobsled, or even to Scotchies here and eat a delicious jerk chicken meal. So those are the things I want them to experience and take away with them. I mean, they want to come back.
Come back to
Jerk
reggae tours or
chicken.
come back to Jamaica?
Come back to reggae tours, because we are going to help them to experience some little tidbits of Jamaica. There are many other transportation companies that are doing the same thing as reggae tours, but we are special. Our team just make it special for you to want to come back. Believe you me.
Why do you love your job?
Some things just come upon you. I've been in tourism, all my life. To know that you're doing something that you love, that can provide for you and your family, and also to make it a success. Because when I really started reggae tours, I borrowed my wife's car. I did not have a vehicle of my own. When I got a call saying, "You can carry some people at Ocho for me," the person knows my personality, knows I'm a jovial person, and think that if you just carry people for them, then can't do it. I borrowed the car, and now our fleet is almost 20 vehicles since we started in 2008. I love it because where we are coming from and how the growth of it and what it's doing for our staff. The satisfaction I get, Renee, is, the other day we have a number of our drivers went to the US Embassy and get their visa for the first time, and they were able to travel to the States and meet customers that they met here in Jamaica with reggae tours. And they came back with an awesome experience and could not, thank the company enough for just providing that outlet. Who wouldn't love that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who really wouldn't love that? Something that you really started out as just a help somebody and grow that into a business and see people who are benefiting from it. We have our staff that actually owns vehicle in reggae tours. Because of the amount of business that we do, we have to hire vehicles from outside the company. And so I opened the company to our staff to say, you can actually, and we will help you in the best way we can to acquire a vehicle. So not only are we paying you a salary, we are also writing a check for you at the end of the month. Who could love that?
That's wonderful.
You tell me.
So what's next for reggae tours? Is expansion in the future?
I'm glad you asked that. I'm really happy you asked that. What's next for reggae tours? We want to go high end, because based on our research, there's a part of the industry, the tourism industry, that really want ultimate luxury. They want SUVs and they want limousine, and we are not there yet. So that's the next frontier for us, where we want to have, among all the vehicles that we have now, and you saw the vehicle that it's luxury,
nice,
but
yeah.
it's not luxury enough for a niche market that want the high end, and that's where we are going to go. In doing so, we are going to be contributing more to our community, because we employ persons from the local community, so that the income, the returns that reggae tours get goes back into the community and help those who are in the community. Because we are a local community-based organization, and we are not going to go corporate. We're going to stay in the community. We're going to have our offices in the community. We're going to continue to employ persons that are within the community, so we can give back to the community. This is Greg Connell, founder of Reggae Tours and the Rhythm. Sweet man!
We'll be right back.